Okay, let's go. Here's the question. Why does Tesla want to be the charge port standard? Ryan Shaw has a great YouTube channel and tons of good information on Tesla and a few other related topics. And everyone that watches this video should like and subscribe to Ryan's channel, and mine too. So let's listen to Ryan give us his take on why Tesla should get the charge port standard. Then I'll give you my humble opinion on the issue.
Next up today, a very big update from Tesla regarding charging. Since Tesla introduced the Model S first in America, they have shipped their cars with their own proprietary connector. This connector is very good. It's small, charges fast at superchargers, locks, and has everything you need. However, at the time Tesla shipped the Model S, there was no charging standard in the US. Now Tesla ships cars with two different connectors depending on the market. There's their own connector, and then CCS2, which they ship in other countries who have picked that as a charging standard. In the US right now, there are basically only a couple chargers used by brands. Tesla uses their own handle for all speeds of charging, but then other brands, including Rivian, Ford, GM, Lucid, and every other EV on the market pretty much, uses J1772 for slower charging and CCS1 combo for fast charging. CCS1 expands on J1772, but results in a very, very large handle to deliver fast charging. It's effective, but again, it's just much larger than Tesla's connector. However, Tesla hasn't offered up their connector to other EV manufacturers until now. Tesla posted a blog post on November 11th called Opening the North American Charging Standard. In this post, they say, with more than a decade of use and 20 billion EV charging miles to its name, the Tesla charging connector is the most proven in North America, offering AC charging and up to 1 megawatt DC charging in one slim package. It has no moving parts, is half the size, and twice as powerful as combined charging systems CCS connectors. To illustrate that massive size difference, they show an image comparing Tesla's connector and CCS. It's remarkable just how much smaller Tesla's package is. As far as the speeds they list, they confirm just how powerful this connector is. In practice, we've only seen Teslas charge up to 250 kilowatts with this handle. That's the max speed that their cars and superchargers deliver for DC fast charging, but Elon has hinted at them delivering much faster charging in the future. It was unclear if this would require new hardware until now. According to this post, this connector can support up to 1 megawatt of charging speeds, and they shared many detailed documents that show every single spec of this connector. They mentioned two versions capable of operating at 500 volts and 1000 volts, and the ability to operate at 900 amps. Currently, Tesla's chargers and vehicles can't handle these speeds, but they very much future-proofed this connector such that they will never have to change it as charging technology gets better and faster. Their blog post goes on to say, quote, "In pursuit of our mission to accelerate the world's transition to a sustainable energy, today we are opening our EV connector design to the world. We invite charging network operators and vehicle manufacturers to put the Tesla charging connector and charge port, now called the North American Charging Standard, NACS, on their equipment and vehicles. NACS is the most common charging standard in North America. NACS vehicles outnumber CCS 2 to 1, and Tesla's supercharger network has 60% more NACS posts than all the CCS-equipped networks combined." It's pretty incredible to hear those stats, because all of that is true even though NACS is exclusive to Teslas right now. As for the adoption of these connectors, Tesla mentions that some network operators are already incorporating NACS at their chargers, but also, quote, "We look forward to future electric vehicles incorporating the NACS design and charging at Tesla's North American supercharging and destination charging networks." Essentially, NACS would allow customers to charge at superchargers without adapters once Tesla opens them up to other EVs. Tesla also mentions their work to get this to be a standard, saying, "We are actively working with relevant standards bodies to codify Tesla's charging connector as a public standard." It will be very interesting to see this develop. Future-proofing it for faster charging is incredibly smart and should make it desirable for all companies to use in their EVs in the future.
Thanks, Ryan. This isn't a complicated issue. Tesla is the king. Tesla dominates the North American EV market. I see three probable outcomes to this problem. Not possible, probable outcomes to this charge port war. Scenario 1. You'll need an adapter to connect Tesla's charge plug to your car. This is a reverse adapter. Tesla's been selling a reverse adapter in Korea for the past 2 years. They could easily manufacture a reverse adapter for their own charger and sell it to you. So you drive in your non-Tesla EV to pay to use a Tesla supercharger. You pull out your adapter, which you also had to buy from Tesla for $300 to $400. Somewhat Apple-esque. Tesla will have to outfit all of their charging stations to accommodate what will become the standard for other automakers. Elon gave an interview recently to the Financial Times. I quote, "It's a little trickier in the US because we have a different connector than the rest of the industry. But we will be adding the rest of the industry's connectors as an option to superchargers in the US." Close quote. When? We don't know when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Scenario 3. Tesla somehow convinces the industry to accept their supercharger as the standard, which is never going to happen. But as long as Tesla maintains their market share, it doesn't matter what the government says. They are the standard, just by sheer market penetration alone. This is a map of non-Tesla EV charging stations in North America. This second map is of Tesla supercharging stations in North America. You can see the difference. It's obvious. It's not only market domination in EV sales. They also have market domination in gas stations for EVs. 2 years ago, I drove my non-Tesla EV from the Washington, D.C. area to New York City. I paid more for charging than I paid for gas when I had a Toyota hybrid Prius. And that was driving on highways, where hybrids are least efficient. How long did it take? I'll let you do the math using level 2 charging stations, if you can find one that's working. Let's simply say, range anxiety is a reality, unless you're driving a Tesla. Let's look at a close-up of the non-Tesla Northeast Corridor charging station network. This is the non-Tesla corridor. Now let's look at Tesla's supercharger network in the Northeast Corridor. So this second map is Tesla's network in the same corridor. Again, you see the obvious difference. This is a big reason for Tesla's domination. You can't go anywhere longer distance comfortably without a lot of stress if you're not driving a Tesla. So why will scenarios 1 and 2 take place with certainty? Tesla wants the government free money. They want you to buy adapters. They want you to pay for charging with them. They want some of the government's money to build more charging stations. And they want to maintain their domination. And why shouldn't they? Because the reason the company has the market share that it has is because of its penetration and domination. Every other company's going to be on the EV dole. Why shouldn't Tesla get their fair share too? They started the revolution. Thanks for sticking with us, and please consider subscribing to our channel, and Ryan's too.